Hi guys, it's Peter here. I've just had an interesting question posed to me that I think a lot of people just don't seem to understand that what this Omad and intermittent fasting is, and really I'll just sort of tell you basically intermittent fasting. It's a form of dieting, weight loss program that doesn't really concentrate on looking at what you eat. It's more to do looking at the times that you eat. Now, OMAD stands for 1 meal a day. That is one type of intermittent fasting. There are a few variations, of course. Sometimes it can start off as a 12-12, so in other words you fast for 12 hours and you eat for a window for 12 hours. Usually consists of 3 meals a day, usually followed then by a 16-8, where you fast for 16 hours and then you eat in an 8-hour window, and then it gets progressively more time fasting. And there's the warrior diet, what they call the warrior diet, which is 20 hours fasting and 4 hours to eat. And my one that I'm doing is 23 hours fasting and 1 meal a day, and in that 1 hour window, hence OMAD, 1 meal a day. Now a lot of people said to me, well, how do you do that, how do you manage? And really it's you need to get into a routine. And basically a routine is a set mindset basically that you can follow, and my mindset is turned into a pretty decent, manageable and bearable routine now, and I'll explain what the routine is. Now when it's you eat, and I said it doesn't matter what you eat, it's more to do with the times that you eat. It does matter to a certain extent of what you eat, because we're looking at, I would say, one ingredient meals, so you have to cook it yourself. In other words, don't go and buy these ready meals or pizzas or Kentucky fried chicken or Chinese or Indian. Cook it yourself. With fresh food, fresh vegetables, etc. The one ingredients. Let's take for instance yesterday. Yesterday I had chicken that is roasted in a bag with onion, pepper, and a few other bits and pieces thrown in with the spice mixed into the like a gravy, poured into the bag's done up, put in the oven. In the meantime we're roasting vegetables, which was carrots, parsnips, roast potatoes, and we also had peas and sweet corn mix. So that was the meal that I had, was like a Mediterranean chicken with roasted vegetables. So that's the type of meals we're looking at. Full, wholesome, single ingredient cooking. No processed foods, just pure and simple food cooking. And the way that works is that I have 1 meal a day, nothing else. All I'm allowed to have while I'm in the fasting period is either black coffee, water, or black tea or green tea, and that's it pretty much. So my routine that I follow, that I do every single day, is when I wake up in the morning and I manage to come up for air and get out of bed, my first job is to into the kitchen, and I pour myself a glass of mineral water, add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of cider vinegar into it, apple cider vinegar, the one with the mother, You've got to get the apple cider vinegar with the mother. That's the important part. So that's, and then I have a pinch of salt in with that as well. That's my glass of water, which I drink before I clean my teeth and have my shower. So that's basically what I do then. About middle of the morning, I'll have a probably 10:30ish, something around there. I'll have a black coffee. The black coffee consists of no milk, no sugar, just black coffee. And then sort of lunchtime, I'll have another apple cider vinegar. And then sort of middle afternoon, I'll have another black coffee. And this sort of keeps me from feeling empty, with that empty feeling. So the apple cider vinegar drink really does help. And a lot of people turn around and ask me, how the hell can you drink that? It must go foul. To be honest with you, yes it did, to start with. But it is an important ingredient, and I religiously take this apple cider vinegar because it does the world of good. Not only does it help with your digestive system, it also helps with your insulin, to make sure that lowers. So it helps big time. Now during the meal time, I have to do things by ear really, because I don't want to spike my insulin while I'm cooking it. So I can't taste it, because otherwise I should give my body the message that prepare yourself, we're just going to have something to eat, so it will spike the insulin, and I don't want that to happen till the last minute. So I have to do things by guesswork basically. So adding salt and pepper to taste is, I've got to imagine what it will taste. So that's pretty much how it works. And then but I've, over the course of the years, I've got used to adding the right amounts anyway, so it's not a problem. So dinner's served, I will put the kettle on and I'll make myself a coffee how I used to drink coffee, with milk and sugar, basically, and I will have that with my meal. That's a little treat, because I had to cut down on my calories, so I had to knock the pudding or the sweet on the head, and to get round that, to keep myself to a level of fullness that I feel good after I've eaten, I can walk away from the table feeling sated, don't have to worry about it. The coffee puts the cherry on the top. If I haven't quite eaten enough to make me feel full, the coffee does it. So that's pretty much how I do. So within that hour, I'll have my main meal and the coffee. Then I'm back to the fasting again, because an hour isn't a long time. So I'm back to the fasting, and once I've done the fast, I'll pour myself, once I've had my meal, I'll pour myself another glass of apple cider vinegar with a pinch of salt into the water as well. Now I'll drink that, and then come round about sort of 9ish, I will have another cup of black coffee. Now a lot of people turn around and say, oh yeah, but that'll keep you awake. But I say, if I have it about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I don't usually go to bed till 11, 11:30, so there's enough time for it to do its keeping me awake thing. So, but the thing is, what it does do, because it's a slight diuretic, I can pee before I go to bed. I like to make sure that I can get the bladder empty before I go to my bed, and then I'll have a full night's sleep without having to worry about getting up and during the night to have a pee. So that's pretty much how it goes. Now how I cope with it is brilliantly. It's settled into a nice routine. I can manage it. It works just fine for me. There's no problems. It was, to start with, quite hard, but now it's easy. It's just a way of life, and that's pretty much how it rolls from day to day. I don't really miss not having so much food. In fact, I don't really care. Um, so obviously my calorie intake has gone dramatically down from what it was, because 3 meals a day, snacking in between meals, it all adds up. But that is my daily routine now, and it's worked. I'm losing weight, measurements are going down, my chest size, my belly size, my waist size, it's all going down, and that is how I'm doing it. So hope that helps guys that are wondering what this Omad is and how it works. That's how it works, and that's how I'm working. So hope that helps you out, guys, and gives you a little bit of a sight of information that what you're in for if you go in for a 1 meal a day. And if you do decide to go for it, good, you'll feel a lot better for it. Anyway, all the best. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to let you know when I'm going to be updating my status and progress through this diet, which I'm doing for 6 months. I am now in month 2 of 6, so hit the notification bell. That'll tell you when I'm going to upload another video, and hit a like, be much appreciated. Take it easy, guys. Hope it all works out for you. Best of luck. Ta-da.